Creating a handheld rhythm game is something that has proven to be wholly uninteresting to publishers. There have been a few shots at it, games like the delightfully quirky Elite Beat Agents and the extremely clunky Guitar Hero on Tour, but Rock Band Unplugged is an attempt to put a console rhythm game onto the PSP. In a lot of ways, that's what the PSP was about, having a console experience on a portable system. Sometimes it worked, but more often than not, it really didn't. And when they announced that they were going to make a Rock Band game for PSP, a lot of people were worried that it would fall into the latter category. And even now, I feel like it's important to start by saying this is not a traditional Rock Band game. It has some of the aesthetic trappings, but there's no multiplayer, no plastic instruments, just you on your own PSP playing through songs. Realistically, despite its branding as a Rock Band game, Unplugged has most in common with Amplitude or Frequency. It does borrow some Rock Band elements, like its World Tour mode, but when you're playing the game, you might as well be playing one of Harmonix's PS2 games. Instead of playing just a single track like you do in Rock Band's console incarnations, in Unplugged you're playing all of them, guitar, bass, vocals, and drums, and switching between them at will using the shoulder buttons. Unlike earlier Harmonix rhythm games in this same vein, Unplugged does not have access to two sets of shoulder buttons, forcing it to use the face buttons and the D-pad. While awkward at first, I rapidly acclimated, and before too long was able to make my way through even the most complex songs without too much trouble. Now, the most important part of any rhythm game, other than the core mechanic, is the song selection. And in that regard, Unplugged is pretty unsurprising and sort of unremarkable. You'll likely recognize every song on offer here, and it plays it relatively safe. There is some DLC available, but I found what's already on the disc to be more than adequate for what I wanted out of the game. If you come to Unplugged with the proper expectations, that is, you're looking for a fun rhythm game to play on the go instead of seeking some sort of mobile replication of the Rock Band experience, Rock Band Unplugged is a very well-made game that manages to work well within the PSP's limited capabilities, while still managing to maintain the Rock Band veneer and classic Harmonix gameplay. Definitely something you should pick up. If you go on the PlayStation Store, you'll likely see a version of Rock Band Unplugged labeled Lite. Don't buy it. This version of the game is $5, which can seem tempting, but it only comes with 5 songs, requiring you to buy the rest as DLC. On the other hand, used PSP discs are dirt cheap, so a physical copy of this game will actually cost you a little bit less than that $5 version on PSN. So I would highly recommend that you pick up the UMD version of this game. Every Friday, I look at a game that was ignored when it came out or has been forgotten since. Games that a lot of people have missed. If you like that idea, be sure to subscribe so you can see the latest videos. If you like this video in particular, be sure to hit that like button, and thanks for watching.